Hello everyone, welcome to Gyan Rajniti. Today's topic is the rise of Israel. Some important information about Israel. Mossad, the intelligence agency of Israel, is one of the topmost intelligence agencies of the world. Israel has parliamentary democracy. The parliament of Israel is called Knesset. It is a unicameral legislature. Now about history of Israel. 3000 years ago, Jewish tribes lived in the eastern Mediterranean region, but forced to migrate due to frequent invasions because it is situated in the trijunction of the Asia, Africa, and Europe. In 70 AD, Roman Empire occupied it and named it Palestine. Islam was founded in the 7th century and Muslims began to settle in this region. The Ottoman Empire occupied Palestine in 1517 and ruled it till 1917. In 1897, Jews started a movement called Zionism to establish their own state in their ancestral homeland, Palestine. For this purpose, the World Zionist Organization was created. As a result, a large number of Jews started flowing into Palestine from all over the world, mainly from Europe. When the World War I ended, Britain took control of Palestine. Later on, Britain agreed to the establishment of a Jewish state in Palestine. The Jews' influx to Palestine took a major turn, with hundreds of thousands of them resettled from Europe to Palestine. The Arabs saw this as a threat to their homeland and they fought bitterly with them. In 1947, the British government referred the question of the future of Palestine to the UN. The UN voted to partition the land into two countries, one for the Jews and the other for the Palestinians. The Jewish people accepted the agreement and declared the independence of Israel in 1948. Now about First Arab-Israel War 1948 to 1949. The Arabs saw the creation of Israel as a part of a conspiracy to move them out of their homeland. Consequently, in 1948, the Arab states of Egypt, Jordan, Iraq, and Syria declared war on Israel. At the end of the war, Israel emerged victorious and it expanded its territory. As a consequence of the war, a large number of Palestinians either flee or were forced to move out of Israel and settled in refugee camps near Israel's border. It was the beginning of a Palestine refugee crisis, which ultimately led to the creation of an organization called PLO, Palestine Liberation Organization, in 1964. Now about Second Arab-Israel War 1967. In 1967, Israel launched a preemptive strike against Egypt, Syria, and Jordan. At the end of this six-day war, Israel captured Golan Heights from Syria, West Bank and East Jerusalem from Jordan, Sinai Peninsula and Gaza Strip from Egypt. The 1967 war is particularly important for today's conflict as it left Israel in control of the West Bank and Gaza Strip, two territories home to a large number of Palestinians.